Hi YouTube, we're back again. So this topic is going to be about dating older men. Basically how old is too old and should we or should we not date older guys. Let's start with
how old is too old?
Start with me.
Yes.
On how old is too old?
Yeah.
I feel like we did this topic before because what I'm about to say I feel like I've said before on camera. But I basically said when I was younger, I thought if I couldn't go to high school with you that was too old for me. My hands aren't dirty. I wash my hands. Thank you. Either way, that was what I used to think back in the day. But now as I'm getting older, I feel like now 30 may be a good age for me. For the record, I am 23, for those who do not know. But I think for me, my cutoff would probably be...
in the greater New York area. Holler if
I am not taking all applicants.
If you're like a Southern belle. Southernly. She's very Southernly.
I'm not taking all applicants, so...
Well, we taking select applicants.
Select applicants, yes. I don't have a list of qualifiers. That's too much.
So,
but
that's another video. You guys got it open. A wide open pass. She not looking for nothing specific. Holler at us. Southern Belle. From Florida. Jacksonville.
Whatever.
Holler.
But yes, so now I think my cutoff is about 30. But I mean, I obviously would have to see that situation just because, I mean, I can't just say any, you know, you never know. Because what if my dream guy is like 35 or something? Yeah, they're not all the same. Exactly. So right now I feel like 30 is a good enough age.
Wowzers.
You think 30 is old, Kiana?
No, when y'all start talking about 35 and 30, I'm just saying that for me, 35 years old is just way too old because a guy at that age is thinking about, okay, here's my thing. So guys, they mature a lot slower than females, but 36 are ready to get married and have children, and I feel like they move a lot quicker at that age. And I'm 22 and I I want to be in a relationship, but I'm not ready to get married and have children. And when you start talking about somebody that's like at that age, they're not in that mindset of doing younger things. I don't know. I feel like
that don't sound right. Yeah.
My life a little bit. I'm only
She's
22.
Saying that you need to live your life, but that's another thing. I don't know if this is going to go way off topic, but I feel like when people feel as though being in a relationship makes them not be able to live their life is ridiculous because you living your life, you just experience it with another person. It's the same thing. Married ain't nothing but like a deeper form of commitment.
It may not be a constricting relationship, but it's kind of understood that you can't be out with your friends partying throughout the week because you have a husband. You can't be like chilling with just random dudes because you have a husband. I'm just saying.
You can have girls' nights.
A lot of different. Yeah.
And then when you don't have girls' nights, you hang with your
people.
people.
Respectful that you have somebody at home who's like waiting for you guys to do things.
If you was in a relationship, even if you had a boyfriend, it's the same situation. You're not gonna go to the club acting all kind of crazy. You're gonna still have that boundary that you have. Yep. I don't know. What was the topic of this video? Older men. Let's get back on topic, guys. We can do the other one later.
What's the next?
So basically, Kiana says no to older men.
Well, 30 is my cutoff point.
Okay, Lindsay, what is your cutoff? The people want to know.
I'll make it like some other people. Feed the people.
Me being one of the people.
You don't have to go totally up.
You push me off.
Room because I'm like clouded back here.
Here, get in the camera.
I don't really have a cutoff per se until I'm presented with an option. Let's just give it a hypothetical situation. Okay. I'm 24. Ideally, I said I would want my sweet spot to be 28. I feel like that's the perfect variation. He's 2 years away from a pinnacle year of 30, of having your stuff together, getting it all right and tight. Because I feel like by 30, you kind of need to be right with where you're trying to go, the direction you're trying to go into in life, and boom, boom, boom. So for me, 28 was like a good starting point. Like, I'm good at starting here. And I thought 30 would be like an ideal age. That's still 6 years apart. It's not too far away. We're in the same generation. We probably still like the same things. Now, when we get off to the 36 realm, that then takes you 12 years older than me. Okay. We will never be in the same amount of years. We'll never be 30-something together. I'll always be planning for your 50th birthday, and I'm just coming over the hill at 40. Okay? I don't know. I don't even know if I have a cutoff. I'm just open because I always said I wanted an older guy, and clearly an older guy is probably what I need to give me what I want. So, I don't know. I'm just
only problem with an older guy is that I feel like we'll be in two different stations in life. So the thing is, I feel like that's beautiful about a relationship is if the two people get to grow together. So I don't want me to be at my low. I'm not saying that I'm at my low now. I mean, for my age, I feel like I'm at a high. But in my view of life, I'm at a low because I'm not where I want to be at when I'm, say, 30. But if this guy is in his 30s, he's probably reached all the points in his life, you know, that I want to get to at some point. So I feel like we're just always going to be not at the same track. Saying when it comes to you being in a relationship, you don't just date somebody to go on dates for your whole life. If I date somebody that's 36, he's going to be looking to move to that next level quicker than somebody I was dating if he was 25. So since he's on an expedited timeline, not saying I wouldn't be on that same timeline if I was dating a 26-year-old, he's more likely to be on the same path that I'm on as far as like wanting to get married, which is going to, like, if you're married to somebody for 4 or 5 years, a baby's going to come along the route. I'm saying it's going to change my whole life structure because I'm going to end up in this family mode quicker than if I was dating someone who was still working on their career where they would be more likely to wait. But if all his shit is together, he's going to be like, why are we waiting to have this baby? Why can't we have this baby now? I'll help you figure it out, blah, blah, blah. Maybe he may sell me on some type of nanny situation, whatever it is. But I'm going to end up pregnant with a baby with some older man. And the thing is, I don't want somebody in my life that's in a relationship with me to help me get to my goals as far as like, oh, I've been there. You can do this, this, and that. I'd rather somebody else be on the come up and we help each other get to where we are. So you saw me when I was in my beginning stages and I was at the bottom. I saw you and you was there and we both saw each other get to the top. I don't want you to be already accomplished, pulling me up saying, oh, you can do this. I got this contact. You can do that. I don't want my relationship to be that way. I don't want anybody to be my guiding light at the end of the tunnel. You walk next to me with your little flashlight and we can figure it out on how to get out this tunnel together.
Date an older man for that reason.
I would not date an older man for that reason because I don't want to date somebody who's...
What you're saying. Like, that's the reason I wouldn't date someone that's older because I just don't want to be... I said it before, like, their life path is different when you're 36 versus, like, 22. And somebody who's that established in their career, I don't even know why they would...
Why would they want to date somebody my age?
Yeah, why would... Like, if I'm
why
still...
Not?
If
they're looking for...
That don't mean nothing.
Looking for, like, a family, if they're established in their career and they see that, like, I'm in a mindset of being young and trying to, like, establish who I am as a person and who I am, not as a person, but, like, who I am in my career, and we have that conversation and it's clear that I'm not ready to get married, like, I don't see why they would wait for...
Yeah, well, if that's the case, then they probably wouldn't. If they also are ready to get married on the fast track, that's when it comes down to defining your intentions. Obviously, somebody who is older, hopefully, would be in a more mindset of doing such. And I don't think a person who is 20 would get with somebody who is 30 because that person obviously has a different, mindset of life. But if you are 24, 25, and you're ready to take it to the next step and are ready for that, and you are with this 35-year-old, then y'all are fine. Like, I don't feel like it has anything to do. I just think it depends on the person, case by case. It's not for everybody by any means.
It ain't for everybody.
But it is for certain people. And I don't think I don't really care, like, just because you are more established in your career, I don't think it's going to have any hindrance on mine. And I don't really care.
Yeah, that career part, I don't.
Yeah, like, it has nothing.
I don't think that applies.
No, it doesn't apply at all. Like, if anything, I'm looking for all the help. If I'm going out networking for people to help me get me to my next career move, why wouldn't I have my man help me out to get me to the next point?
So she's definitely down for it. Me, not so much. Her,
I'm down for that and the swirl.
Well, I gotta be and you not so
much.
You
definitely said you are definitely not.
I said somebody 36 or something.
No,
I didn't say 30.
You're not down for older man. You said no, I'm not. You can rewind the tape and see.
I will, but
at this point,
yeah.
But I feel like now 30 may be a good age for me. For the record, I am 23. For those who do not know.
Well, good night.
Deuces.